We are all excited for CBS's newest original series, Good Sam, starring the beautiful and talented Sophia Bush. And Sophia, I'm thrilled to get the chance to talk with you today. Thank you so much for being on My Carolina.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for having me. I miss y'all so much. My girlfriends and I mean, they're literally right behind me on the wall. We obviously talk weekly on the podcast about how much we miss Wilmington. So it feels really good to even virtually be back in the state.
Well, yes, we definitely miss you. Girls, come on back and do that reboot. I'm just throwing that out there. All right, so I am a big fan of a medical drama, a long time fan of medical dramas. It goes all the way back to ER in the 90s, okay? So tell us about this new show, Good Sam, that you're starring in and producing right here on CBS.
I have always loved a medical drama. There's something about the stakes in a hospital. It reconnects you to what's important. You get to see all of this life and death stuff play out and feel like good things happen to good people. And yet I've never seen a medical drama like this. When I first got sent the script, I was kind of like, I don't know, what's going to happen on this show that we haven't already seen? And by page 10, I'm reading going, I've got to do this show. I love this show. I love these people. I want more of this. And it's been really fun to have so many people like yourself who've seen the first episode or the first couple of episodes say the same thing. We've never seen a family dynamic play out in a hospital like this. And I think it's such a timely moment to have this sort of battle of the generations and battle of the sexes between this dad who's, pompous and loud and not warm, and his daughter who is a natural leader and an empath and smart and quick, and they really go toe to toe. And it means that I get to go toe to toe with Jason Isaacs, which is a total dream.
It is about more than just the medicine on this show. It's a family drama. Like you said, it's a passing of the torch. It's kind of a generational battle. So tell me a little bit about that relationship, that father-daughter relationship, and how it plays into kind of everything that's happening within this hospital.
I think there's something so universal about the family dynamic, the way that so many people can be raised to question, am I going to take over my family business? Am I going to do what my father or my mother do? Am I going to run the grocery or the deli or, work in that shipping company? And here it happens to be taking place in a hospital. And this woman, Sam, has been raised in a hospital where her father built out the cardiothoracic department. Her mother helped build the hospital itself. And that building of this hospital didn't work out for her parents and their relationship, but they still have to be coworkers. And little Sam grew up running around these hallways, and now she's the second in command. She's, the second most powerful cardiosurgeon there. And she says it in the pilot, I'm second in command here, and my dad gives me no respect. The complication of her being really good at her job, but her still being his kid, doesn't make this easy. And the way that they have to kind of really go at each other to figure out how best to serve patients and to serve the whole hospital, and to figure out whether or not they can have a relationship while they do it. It's juicy.
And you, I hear, had your own medical aspirations growing up before you got the acting bug. Is that right? I heard you maybe wanted to, was it a heart surgeon?
Yes. Isn't that crazy? I wanted to be a surgeon. I used to get my favorite biology teacher to stay through lunch with me when we were doing dissections. I'd be like, Mr. Holman, can I stay through lunch and do the next part? I always wanted to go to the next stage in the book that wasn't even required for class. I just thought that it was such a fascinating opportunity to begin to learn what I would be learning in college eventually. And then I had an arts requirement. I had to do a play. I thought it was a total waste of my time. And then I realized storytelling is actually my favorite part of everything. And so I had to tell my parents I was going to go to theater school instead of medical school. And now I get to tell my mom I am a doctor on TV.
Congratulations, Dr. Sophia Bush. I get it. We all had those dreams. I think I wanted to be a teacher, and then we had to do the COVID teaching thing. And I was like, man, it's a really good thing I wasn't a teacher. All right. Another good thing you have going on right now that people are talking about, you mentioned at the beginning, is your podcast with the girls from One Tree Hill, your co-stars and friends. Tell us a little bit about this and kind of what sparked that in you guys, the need to reconnect and the need to kind of share your stories.
Yeah. It's a really interesting thing to be part of something that we had no idea when we signed up to do that show, that it was going to become this kind of iconic evergreen thing. And at that time, we didn't have any power, we were just kids on a show. And as adults and as women who are advocates and producers and directors and creators, we have a different lens now. And yet that's one of the things people want to talk about all the time. And to be honest, we didn't really get it. We haven't seen the show since it aired. And to be able to go back and watch it, we've realized how special it is. And we've also been able to reclaim it for ourselves. We make this podcast. We are the executive producers and creators of it. We are true partners in every sense of the word. We get to do all the things we didn't get to do the first time around, and welcome our fans and our viewers into the world, give them all the behind the scenes secrets, spill a little bit of tea, laugh a lot, occasionally be moved to tears along with them. Sometimes we're like, oh my God, that scene was really good. I didn't remember. and it feels so cool because we get to reclaim our show and, kind of toss out what wasn't great about it. And people don't often get that opportunity to take out the trash while holding on to the gold. And what a joy it's been for the three of us to do this.
Thank you so much for all you're doing. Great chatting with you, catching up.
Thank
and of course,
you.
everyone, be sure to tune in right here on CBS 17 Wednesday nights to see Good Sam, or you can catch up over on Paramount Plus. Thanks again,
so
Sophia.
much. Bye.